Made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes though. She like, they go. She like, they go. Okay. Okay. That knock. What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovitz.
Popovitz.
Popovitz
Popovitz
TV. Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game, people. And we in the end game because finally, know what I mean, like 1 year later, ChriS Rock has finally spoken on, obviously the SlaP that was heard around the world. And Will Smith smacking flames out of him for Jada Pinkett, etc. Y'all know, I did the show on it. Go see the other video from last year. And to his credit, although tons of, comedians, and it was the joke, and we was talking about it for days after, that shit was spinning in the clip, as I like to say. He said he wasn't going to talk about it. He actually had a stand-up after, the Oscars or whatever, if I'm not mistaken, and didn't address it, and people was like, dang, he ain't going to say nothing. So he was the butt of the jokes, and he lived with that, sat with that, let that marinate for some time now. Fast forward back, Michael B. Jordan, like, oh, you thought I was corny? And although that's not the same dynamic, it's the same in the sense of just because you moved on, just because you got past it. Remember me from back in the day? No, I remember this. And I remember when you used to bully me, etc. And, now this is the get back. And although they, they being Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, that is, they decide to, put their business out there in the street for free, and not really necessarily, because I'm sure her platform, the Red Table, is some type of monetization going on. And if not, that's Jada, they're good anyway. But he is a comedian. And, the thing is, like, when people are like, that shit was a year ago, it's like, yo, them pictures you posting, or you 25, and you had all, your hair and all that, and you was that it dude, and you was the man in high school. That shit was 30 years ago, and you still posting them pictures. That vacation you took to the Bahamas, that shit was 5 years ago. You still posting bikini pics and riding the horse and all that, and you could do what you want. The point is, who is you or who is we to say when a person can't start talking about their life experiences, and when they should, rehash a memory, or when they should go, back and reminisce. And then, like, you reminisce. So now you're like, nah, I'm coming out, and I'm going to speak about it now. And this is how I feel. Challenge. And he went in. And, I watched the shit, Sunday night, and I thought it was funny. I didn't watch, the whole hoopla of it as far as, the beginning of comedians and all. I fast forward right to the jump off. Let's get to it. And again, I don't think it's some of his best work. I think Bring the Pain's probably better, even though that's a little old and even bigger and badder and deafer. But obviously, I Ain't Never Scared was official too. But who knows? I only watched it once. And ChriS Rock is one of the great comedians. Obviously, you got the fucking Eddie Murphys and, the David Chappelles, etc. And our era, the Richard Pryors, the Sanford, Fred Sanford, rest in peace, etc. A lot of people I'm probably not even mentioning, but it's off the top. And, like with David Chappelle or any good comedian, they're gonna, their talent is saying things in a funny manner, but still with the truth to it. Still with you to ponder and say, think about it. Martin Lawrence, he's one of the best. Obviously, I quote him on the channel a lot too. Deranged, you know what I mean? And so, you don't got to take it personal. all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Guru and take it personal. You don't got to always take it personal. Or rather, like Kanye said, ooh, they so sensitive. Everybody's so fucking sensitive. But yet on these comments and under these posters and in the real life, in your own personal life, when you're not on social media, you so candid and brass and ostentatious, and you gonna say what the fuck you want and not really expect nobody to, to feel some type of way. It's like, yeah, it's my way or it's the highway. So when paid professionals or other people on the internet that have Twitter fingers like you, and that's you, and they decide to get online and, give their opinions. Okay, we all got them. They like assholes. This man got paid for his, and this shit actually happened to him. So he can take as long as he want. I mean, some niggas dick is long, but the time is short, you know what I mean? Like, and he decided to slow round it, you know what I mean? Like, dick in your ear, put my dick in your ear with all these dumb TikTok challenges. And I'm being funny, but I'm not. But let me say this last thing. Because, I did a show on the Will Smith and all that, and I often quote this on the channel because I believe it's true. No matter if your woman respect you as a man, no matter how many women respect you as a man, if other men don't respect you as a man, you're going to be in a world of trouble. You're going to have a lot of issues. You know what I mean? Unless the women that respect you is in high places more than the regular. Like they can, really help your ass out. Because this is a man's world, though. It wouldn't be nothing without a woman and woman's touch and the good cooking and, the softness and the sex, and all the beautifulness that goes with that. It's still a man's world. And it's a dog world most of the time. And if other men don't respect you in the workplace and outside, I don't mean on some street shit when I say outside. I just mean in general. Or they looking at you with the side eye and they don't respect you, then it's probably going to be harder for you. And I say that to say, like, what she did to him, put him on the table and all that. And that's why he explained it so perfectly. He like, yo, a lot of us been cheated on. We just ain't sit down and get interviewed by the person that did it to us. Like, what the fuck? And even if you catch your spouse or your lover or whoever cheating, and y'all decide to have that one-on-one talk about cheating and infidelity, you still ain't putting it online for public consumption. And it's all for sale, and that's the whole point. Stop putting your business online. Take the Hov and B route. You know what I mean? And for a long time, niggas didn't even know he was fucking her. You know what I mean? That's why he was like, every time your name was brought up, I would act all nonchalant in front of an audience. Like, you was just another shorty. I put the naughty on. But truth be told, you threw me for a loop. I'm Hov. I'm too, I know the verse with Pharrell. Stop fronting. And a lot of y'all be fronting. And you trying to live in goals and live like other people. And you're looking at her like some of the women are like, he's attacking her. And he got a wife now. And actually, he's single now. But she is for black people and black, like you just totally forgot. She was just fucking her whole son best friend or his friend. Women just jump over that shit, and one sin is, I'm not the judge of nobody, but, some things is egregious. And to have him sit on that table and embarrass the shit out of him, although he probably was like, this is damage control. It just was like the ultimate sucker. And, you can slapping him don't make you live that down. You know what I mean? And now that you thought it was over, like just when you thought it was safe, shit's spinning in the clip again. And a whole year later, they talking about this bubblegum shit of y'all again, Jada. And I know she tight. Like, damn, B. As soon as when I get right back out, they pull me right back in. They pull your ass right back in with the fuckery, and the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. People, stop telling all your business. If you ain't go see it, you could go judge it for yourself. I thought it was funny. Stop being so motherfucking sensitive and stop, with the bullshit of what's selective and what's not, and what you're gonna be mad at and what you're not gonna be mad at, because that's pretty much what the whole, shit was about, of how we do pick and choose. And that's another thing that I speak about on the channel all of the time. People pick and choose. If they ride with you, and they riding with you. If they don't, then you gonna hear what they gotta say. If they fuck with you, then you ain't gonna hear shit from them, because they gonna, be riding with you. And like, whatever you say that's what goes. But you know what it is. It's your guy, Popovitz. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling, back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.